Hello students, welcome to my channel Brain Drain. My name is Neha Bhatia and this video is of class 11th accountancy chapter 2 basic accounting terms. Before starting the accounting treatment, accounting procedure, the journal ledger which I explained you in chapter 1, we should know some terms, basic terms which we will use in procedure of accounting. Fine. So first we will start from capital. First we will start from the capital because without the capital no one can start the business. So capital, what is capital? Capital is the amount invested by owner, or you can say proprietors of the business or partners of the business, means those who are opening the business, those who are starting the business, how much amount, by how much amount they are starting the business, that is called the capital of the business. Listen, it can be in the form of money also and any assets, but the assets should have some monetary value. It doesn't mean that suppose there are two persons those who are starting the business, it doesn't mean that if one person is giving money, so this another person will also give the money. Suppose I and my friend both are starting the business, so I have given money, some money for starting that business, and my friend has given his land, and you can say my friend has given the space, land to start the business or any building to start the business, and he has given furniture. So any assets also can be in the form of capital, but that asset should have monetary value. Fine. So by which amount the person is starting the business, that amount invested is called capital. Clear? Now you come to the next point, drawings. Next term, drawings. It's also very important. It is the amount withdrawn or goods taken by the proprietor or partners for personal use. In the beginning I told you that I and my friend, we both have started a business. Suppose in between I need some money, so I have taken some money from the business. And in my first video I told you that business is a separate thing from the owner, separate entity from the owner. Even the owner cannot take out any money from the business. If he or she is taking some money from the business, it also has to be recorded in the business that the owner has taken this much of money, this much of amount from the business, and that amount which we are recording in the business, that has to that will be recorded in with the name of drawing. That term is called drawings, not drawing, drawings. Drawings means is amount or goods. It doesn't mean that proprietor owner can only take the money, he or she can take some goods also. Goods means from which we are operating the business, for which we are operating the business. If I have started the furniture business, so furniture is goods for my business. Goods means saman. Okay, goods means not acha, that's why I'm not saying good, it's goods. Goods. So if I have started furniture business, so furniture is goods for me. If I have started clothes business, so clothes is good for me, goods for me, for the business. Okay, clear? So proprietor can take out money and goods, anything that has to be recorded in the business, and that term will is called drawings. So drawings is the amount withdrawn or goods taken by the proprietor for personal use, not for the business purpose, for his purpose use. So amount withdrawn from business for personal use. For goods, I have already told you that goods is the term, goods is the thing in which we are trading, in which the business is trading, means which thing the business is purchasing for reselling it. Business trading activities are purchasing and selling and earning profit. So these trading activities, for which thing we are doing, that is called goods. Even I have given example, if I and my friend have started the clothes business, so the clothes is goods for me. If I have started furniture business, then furniture is goods for me. Okay, now come to the next topic, purchase. The term purchase is used for an account to record purchase of goods or raw materials for resale purpose. For resale purpose. So purchase term is used for account to to record purchases of goods or raw material. Main is for resale purpose, means you are purchasing the goods or raw material, then you will resell it and you will earn the profit. Now next is purchase return. Purchase return is here we have purchased some goods, but after that what we are seeing that some good is defective and any other problem, by any other problem we are returning some goods, we are returning some goods to that person from whom we have purchased. So that term is used for when we are returning the purchased goods. Purchase return is the account in which we write the amount of goods which we are returning to the person from whom we have purchased the goods. So already purchased goods, when we returned it, that has to be recorded in the account of purchase return. Now sales. Here I told you the purchase term is to record purchases of goods of raw material, goods or raw material for resale purpose. So for resale purpose, resale means when we are selling that purchased goods. So sales term is associated with or used for sale of goods. Which goods we have purchased? So purchased goods have to be resale, सेल करना होता है उसको, तभी तो हमने परचेज किया, देन वी विल अर्न द प्रॉफिट. सो सेल्स टर्म इज यूज्ड फॉर द सेल ऑफ द परचेज्ड goods. Now sales return, when we sales some goods to the consumers, sometimes consumers also return some goods, so that term is used for the returned goods from consumers. Now come to the next topic, stock. Stock. So I have started the business and every business has some material with them. So which material stock, which material the business has in the beginning of the financial year, in the beginning of the financial year, that is called opening stock for the business. That is called opening stock. स्टॉक में रखा रहता है, ऐसे गोडाउन में रखा रहता है गुड्स, तो दैट इज़ द स्टॉक ऑफ द बिजनेस. स्टॉक में रखते ही हैं कुछ, ऐसा तो नहीं कि परचेज करेंगे और हाथ की हाथ रीसेल कर देंगे। जब तक हमारा सारा गुड्स रीसेल नहीं हो जाएगा तब तक हम नया गुड्स परचेज ही नहीं करेंगे। नहीं, हमें स्टॉक में, एवरी बिजनेस हैज़ टू हैव सम गुड्स इन स्टॉक। सो विच स्टॉक इज देयर इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द financial year, that stock is called opening stock for the business. And after reselling all the purchased goods and opening stock, which material is left at the end of the financial year, at the end of the financial year, that stock is called closing stock of the business. This closing stock again will convert in the opening stock in the next financial year. Suppose our financial year is 1st April to 31st March. 99% the financial year, 99% business has financial year as 1st April to 31st March. So which stock I am taking here, session 2021. So which material they are having, the business is having on the day of 1st April 2020. That material amount is will come under opening stock. After doing all the transaction, purchasing, selling, all these things at the end of the financial year, means on the day of 31st March 2021, that um, uh, that much of material will be counted as closing stock of the business. But in the next financial year, next day, on the very next day, 1st April 2021, this will become again opening stock. That's why we call this accounting cycle. It never stops, it will always in the continuation process. Clear? Now we come to the term discount. Discount, I think you all know, because you always, when you purchase things, you always want discount. Sometimes we discount is a, what is discount? Discount is reduction in the price of goods. So when as consumer we purchase, we always want discount. Okay, so there are two types of discount: cash discount and trade discount. Cash discount and discount, what is the meaning of discount? Reduction in the price of goods. So what is the cash discount? Cash discount, you all know, when you purchase something, suppose you have purchased anything of rupees 905, and you are saying to the shopkeeper that I will give you only 900. So at the time of payment, which reduction you are getting in price? At the time of cash payment to the shopkeeper, which reduction you are getting in the price? That is called cash discount. That is called cash discount. And what is the trade discount? Which is already mentioned, that in the Pantaloon and any brand you can see, and you all know that 10% flat discount is going on, up to 50% discount is going on, because this is already mentioned. So this is included in trade activities. That is called trade discount, that 20% flat discount, 30% flat discount when you will purchase this brand things, so you will get 20% flat discount. So these types of discounts are called trade discount. And after trade discount also, when you are giving the payment and you are getting some amount reduction, that discount is called cash discount. Clear? Now next is profit and loss. Your business, every business main aim is to know that you are earning profit or incurring loss. So you should know the meaning of profit and loss. Profit means income earned by the business from its operating activities. Which activities? The activities carried out by the enterprise to earn profit. Which activities the business is doing, all the activities, and after all the activities, if we are earning more, that amount is called profit for the business. That amount is called profit for the business. But if our expense are more than incomes, if our expense are more than income, then there is a loss in the business. Fine. Profit and loss chapter you have already, I think, studied in maths, and some ideas you all have. Suppose you are purchasing a things of rupees 100 and you are selling it at rupees 120, so clearly you are getting 20 rupees profit. But if you are selling it of rupees 80, so clearly there is a 20 rupees loss. But in the business, so many more things are there, that there are so many expenses. If you are purchasing a goods and you are running a business, your rent, electricity rent will also go. You have to give the salaries to the employees. There are so many expenses. So after all the expenses, if you are earning more amount, then you have profit. But if all the expenses counted are more than incomes, then there is a loss in the business. So these are some basic terms, not all. Rest of the basic terms I will explain you in my next video, part 2. I hope these terms are clear to you. Thank you.